back. I believe this is day 4, and today's topic or theme is a quote that I've been thinking about, especially since it's Father's Day, and that quote is, "The son is the father to the man." Or I believe the other way the quote is like, "The child is the father to the man." And I heard this quote from David Senra. I'm not sure exactly what episode of the Founders Podcast it was, but I mean, quotes are always up to everybody's interpretation. So I guess this is my interpretation and how I'll unpack it in regards to just like it being Father's Day. So honestly, the way I think about it is like the son is the father to the man. So in reality, the son is actually teaching the father more than the father ever could. So as a parent, I mean, I don't have any kids, but as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids everything. You want them to be as prepared as possible. You want to be in control of everything. But in reality, we know that's impossible, right? We have to accept that at some point. We're not in control of everything. But in reality, the kid is actually teaching the parents more than the parents could ever teach the kid, which is, I think, is just like an interesting way to think about it. And with that quote, I think about my parents. So I want to teach them and help them grow more than they ever could have helped me. And that doesn't mean they're not helping me. They do tremendously. Like, I would not be who I am without them. But I want to give back. I want to serve. I want to impact them. And I want to help them more than they've ever helped me, which I think is a lofty goal. Also, a part of that is this podcast I loved by Nick Bear and Chris Williamson. They dove into this idea of like curiosity being a superpower. And they discussed this topic that I absolutely loved, but it was about how Nick Bear had just had his first child, and they were just working through that. And Chris Williamson shared this idea that I absolutely love. We're not trying to prepare our kids to be able to make decisions while we're not there. We are, but the bigger idea is we're trying to give tools to our children so that they can be exponentially better than us. So it's not that we're giving them the tools so they'll be as good as we were. We're trying to give them tools so they can do it better than our brains could even conceive. Like, I mean, that's an aspiration for me. I don't have children, but an aspiration for me is I want to be such a great father that my children will do things exponentially better than I could even imagine they do. And that's a lofty goal. But those were the things I was thinking about in regards to it being Father's Day and me trying to give back to impact my parents and cultivate their curiosity as they get older. And like, they always listen to the podcast, check out newsletters and all of that. But the son is the father to the man. So it's like, how can I give those like father wisdom nuggets of the cool things that I'm learning to my dad, or the same thing to my mom? And then as I'm a parent, I want to be able to instill that curiosity and instill that wonder and that willingness to seek and discover and learn and uncover more ideas, and just like relentlessly try to be the best that you can be. How can I instill that? But yeah, in closing, I know I'm working on these videos because they kind of get into a rant, but the big core idea here is I want to give tools to my future children so that they can be exponentially better than anything that is ever possible for me. And that's not just, I guess the last part in closing would be, that's not just for my children. That's maybe how can I instill that in people that I see every day, whether that's student athletes that I coach, my friends. How can I just continue to be the best version of me, make that contagious, and win and help win. It's that quote from Biology that Danny Miranda's made popular, or Danny Miranda shared with me, that is a popular win and help win. I mean, nothing much better than that. So peace, keep this under 5 minutes. Appreciate you guys. And check out my newsletter and my podcast below. Maybe we'll dive into this topic and make it a newsletter. But keep stacking those daily deposits and make it every day the best day of the year until tomorrow. And yeah, happy Father's Day. Keep killing it. Peace.